Change your thinking. Change your life.
And nothing changes in our life until we change.
And all the great leaders, all down through history, have been in complete and unanimous agreement on that one point, that you and I become what we think about.
In order to think and grow rich, it requires intention. But to think and grow broke, it only requires neglect.
When you speak of your poverty and lack of education, you are simply directing your mind power to attract these undesirable circumstances. Because it is true that whatever your mind feeds upon, your mind attracts to you.
The great discovery in all of human history is that you become what you think about most of the time.
It changed my entire life and paved the way for my helping to change the lives of millions of people, some of them not yet born. Let me call your attention to a great power, a power which is greater than poverty, greater than the lack of education, greater than all of your fears and superstitions combined. It is the power to take possession of your own mind and direct it to whatever ends you may desire.
It's got to be believed. You've got to believe it. And if there's no belief, it ain't going to happen. And way around 1900, William James said, believe, and your belief will create the fact. See, when you believe it, you're encased in the idea. You fuse with the idea. And that makes all kinds of things happen.
Rich people's mindset, the millionaire mindset, the real, most important millionaire mindset is this. You think and you know, and you have complete confidence in your own ability to create. You know that you have the ability to create money. You have confidence that you have the ability to create money anytime you need.
If you think that there's abundance, if you think that there's opportunity, then these things will manifest themselves to you. So you have to believe that you can, right? And the way that you believe, the way that you can get to that state, because a lot of people are like, I have a lot of doubt. So do I. I have it all the time. Even if at these levels, right? You're doing 7-figure months. Dude, there's people doing 8-figure months. That's hard to fathom. That's hard to imagine. Yeah. But it's still possible. Yeah, of course. Is it difficult? Absolutely. But it's a mindset shift. We're sitting in a suite in Dubai right now. Yeah. How old are you?
26.
Okay, I'm 26. We're 28. This isn't normal. This isn't normal. So like, I get it. Like, I get it. The people that are listening and watching, and they're like, bro, is this actually real?
It's funny though, because to us it's normal because we've lived this for a while.
Because it's become the reality that we created.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money in the world. A lot of money. There are some people that make whatever you make in a month. There are people that make whatever you make in a week. There are people that make whatever you make in a day. And there's probably people that make whatever you're making in an hour. If you start to reframe the way you look at money, now you can start doing different things. Maybe you start watching more YouTube videos on how do you earn more money. Maybe you start to read books about it. And maybe you don't get to $500,000 a year, but maybe you get 80% of the way there, 50% of the way there. It's still a lot further. And you will never get there unless you start thinking about money in terms of abundance.
Listen to this. You do not have to be the smartest cat in town to earn a lot of money. As a matter of fact, you can be pretty dumb and earn a lot of money. I was pretty dumb and I was earning a lot of money. So when people tell me you got to be smart to earn a lot of money, I know that's not true because I knew I wasn't very smart and I was earning a lot of money. I've become a little smarter because I've never stopped studying. But when it first happened, I didn't know much. You see, this 1% earn 96% of all the money. And that is because they multiply their time by setting up multiple sources of income. They don't have one source of income. They've got all kinds of sources of income. Do you want God's truth? I don't know how many sources of income. I really do not know. I'm not being cute. I don't know. In fact, I'm not really that interested in knowing. I'm interested in knowing I'm setting up more sources.
One of the most powerful mental habits you can develop is detachment. When you learn to separate yourself from emotions, from outcomes, from external chaos, you gain an advantage over those who are constantly reacting. Detachment does not mean indifference. It means control. It means understanding that you cannot control the world, but you can always control your response to it. Imagine a storm. Most people get caught in the winds, tossed around by circumstances, struggling against forces they cannot control. But those with unshakable minds, they stand still, grounded, letting the storm pass around them. They do not waste energy fighting the uncontrollable. They reserve their strength for what truly matters.
Top people think about their goals all the time, and surprise, surprise, they create wonderful lives for themselves. Average people think about television and sports and socializing, and surprise, surprise, that's what they're doing 10 or 20 years later. You also become what you say to yourself. So you can have an enormous impact on your emotions of confidence and courage by speaking to yourself in a positive way. And the magic words discovered in psychology are the words, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. So whenever you think of something that you'd like to do and you're fearful, say, hey, wait a minute. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. And as you say, I can do it, your courage and confidence goes up and your fears go down in inverse proportion.
You can beat 99% of people if you can master the shame of rejection, the boredom of repetition, and the pain of feedback. You can beat almost anyone at anything if you're willing to fail 20 times in a row, look stupid in front of people that you care about, and keep going long after it stopped being convenient.
Don't rush the process. Trust it. Great things take time.
Let the weak say, I am strong. Why? Because whatever you say you are, you will become that. Whatever you say you are, you will remain that. If you want to be successful and prosperous, let the poor say what? I am prosperous. I am successful.
Your life is not your life. The life you experience is the life you focus on. If you're focused on what's screwed up in your life, you have a screwed up life. If you focus on stuff that you're grateful for, you have an extraordinary life.
Our lives are mostly affected by the way we think things are.
So if you think about it, people wake up in the morning, they begin to think about their problems. Those problems are circuits of memories in the brain. Each one of those memories are connected to people and things at certain times and places. And if the brain is a record of the past, the moment they start their day, they're already thinking in the past. Each one of those memories has an emotion. Emotions are the end product of past experiences. So the moment they recall those memories of their problems, they all of a sudden feel unhappy, they feel sad, they feel pain. Now, how you think and how you feel creates your state of being. So the person's entire state of being when they start their day is in the past. So what does that mean? The familiar past will sooner or later be predictable future. So you're going to have to look at those emotions that keep you anchored to the past and decide, do these emotions belong in my future? Yes or no? So most people try to create a new personal reality as the same personality, and it doesn't work. You literally have to become someone else.
I want you to shift your perception for a moment of yourself. You know, our good friend, the late Wayne Dyer, he put it very well. He said, when you change the way you look at something, what you look at will change. Do you know the reason most people don't make decisions? Because they can't see how they're going to get there. So what do? They keep doing things that they can see how they're going to get there. And that's why their life never really changes. Stick with me here for a moment. It takes a decision, and the second you make the decision, everything starts to happen. You got to believe you can do it. You got to trust in the image you hold in your mind. You got to think like the person you want to become.
Before you go to sleep every night, visualize yourself being, doing, and having the good which you desire. Because while you are asleep, your conscious mind is in abeyance for a longer period of time than at any other period in your daily life. And when you impress the subconscious just before going to sleep, the subconscious works with that idea that you've given it, even while you're asleep. The subconscious mind will be correlating you with all of the good which you have visualized. You say you may not realize it, but your mind is working for you or against you, even while you are asleep. You'll wake up in the morning and the right ideas will just be clicking in your head.
The more you focus on what is going right in your life, you're going to keep finding more things that are going right, and you're going to keep finding more things to be grateful for. As much as you possibly can, focus on what is going right. And the things that are going wrong will dissipate. I literally promise.
So in the 1970s, a psychology professor by the name of Robert Kleck from Dartmouth, he conducted this fascinating experiment where he brought people together, he split them into groups, and with one group, he drew a scar on their face from their right ear to the side of their mouth. Big, ugly scar, and he let them see themselves in a hand mirror. Then he sends the groups out to have conversation with strangers, right? So you have one group that has this scar, another group has no scar. After the conversations, they come back and they report on how they felt the conversation went. The group with the scar overwhelmingly reported that they felt judged, it was tense, the other person was distant because of the scar. But here is where it gets really interesting. Right before the researchers sent them out into these conversations, he applied moisturizing cream to the scar. So they'd just seen themselves in the mirror. He then applies his cream, but he doesn't tell them that he's removing the scar.
Wow.
So now they have no scar on their face, but they believe that they do. They go into these conversations believing, expecting they will be treated badly, poorly, judged. And that's what they experienced.
Wow.
It's wild. When you think about the implications for us in our lives, okay, it may not be a physical scar, but we all have beliefs or expectations about ourselves based on how we see ourselves, our self-image. And then we're going to notice things that reinforce it because of how the brain is wired. Your brain is wired to magnify what you focus on. So if you're going into your life, into your conversations, into your meetings, into your work, believing that you're not worthy, that you're not capable, that you don't deserve it, you're going to notice things that reinforce that, and it's only going to make you feel worse.